Hi and welcome back to Bench Road. Thank you very much for joining us again, and let's have a look and see how far we've got since the last video. We've done a few bits and pieces, and today I'm hoping to complete the wiring on the third of the boards. So let's show you where we are. This is the end board. It's used a bit of a dumping ground. That's all wired as we saw from the previous test. There's this piece here to go in yet, but that's only a couple of minutes work. The points around here are all fitted and they've got point motors, so they're going to be wired up today. I've now done a new yard. I've added an extra point in above what I was going to. There's two extra points, to be fair, because this one here is an extra one that I was sort of put in last time, and now I've added another one. So I've got three dead end sidings there going off at an angle. The ballast yard, the virtual quarry, will be in about here somewhere, and there's a siding down the side here for departing stock that's loaded or being loaded, so we can sort that out. The points at the back are in place, and I'll put a couple of magnets in here at the moment. I've got some more magnets to go in here on the dead end sidings, and then today we're going to turn the board over and we're going to complete the wiring. So looking along the layout now, we've got a lovely flowing curve all the way through. We've got the yard is all laid, and basically today, if we can get the wiring complete, then we'll have this board, and then the end board wired up, and we're nearly ready then to start putting a control panel in. There's going to be a control panel around about here somewhere, with switches on and track diagram, that sort of thing. But that's to come in a later video. So with the two end boards, or side boards really, board 1 and board 2, which run from the doorway down to the corner. I'm calling the corner one board 1 because that's going to have a control panel on it. So this is the umbilical cord that goes over to the corner board that we showed in the previous video. It plugs up and under there, and all the wires are coming through here from that. I know more or less what's what on there. These two here are track feeds, red and blue, and then I'll put in track feeds for the end of this board along here, and then I'll put in droppers all the way through at the end of board number 2, so all the blues will be connected together and all the reds, and then there's a couple of linking wires there joining up, and then the point motors here to be soldered in and wired up. As you can see, I've done the M1. The M1 is going to be connected to there, and then that will then feed through to the control panel. This one here will be connected to that one because they'll work as a pair, and then these will be individual ones working back through, and then those two there. So got a fair bit of work to do now, so we'll get on and do that. You may remember that I had the multi-sockets there. Can't get one now, but I've got some more. Some more's arrived, because on the end board at that end going across the viaduct, I do need to add another 8 or so wires across the viaduct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in another pair of terminal blocks here, so I'll add 24 going across this board join, which will give me feed to the other side of the viaduct and the signal that's going to be across there as well. But that's all for future videos, but that's all part and parcel of the work here today, is making that bit a bit longer as well. So let's get on and do that next. So that's the terminal blocks now extended, so I've got 24 wires now going across there, and those that have seen the previous videos, that's male female plugs. So as I pull the boards apart, the centre pins will come out and the two will separate. So let me just show you, for those that didn't see the previous video, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And they are a male female plug, and they just pull apart. So you've got a male plug there and the female there, screw terminals at that end so you can put your wires in, and then as you push the boards together, or you don't have to have them on board joins anywhere really, and you've got a nice terminal block there. They're split pins so you can open them up if they're a little bit loose, or you can squeeze them with pliers if they're a little bit on the tight side. But in 8 to 9 years I've never had to do that. So there we go, that's just showing you those again. And that's what we've got between the board joins up there. They come in blocks of 12 from Rapid Electronics. They're made by, I think it's Camden Boss, so worth having a look at. Okay, so lunchtime today, and we've got all the point motors wired in. Now as far as the switching is concerned, there's a few things to tidy up still, so I'll come back and do that, and that will be hot glued across there in a straight line. They're in as far as the terminal block, so tomorrow it's a case of bringing the colours out from the terminal block up through. Got to do these two motors yet, and then we'll go it through to where the control panel goes. So that's the job for tomorrow, but now I'm going to just see if I've got anything running yet. Okay, right, well, I said I wanted it running by tonight. It's actually lunchtime and we're running, so let's see how good it is across some board joins. Oh, we're going the wrong way. That's me on the controller. Sweep across that board joint. Oh. Yep, good across there so far. We know the next bit will be alright. I don't want to fall off the end of the baseboard, so I'm just going to try it on the other track now. Right, so try it now through the platform on this side, and then I'll call it a day because it's 2:30 and I'm ready for some lunch. No short circuits, that's the main thing, and seems to be running okay. Got a board joint coming up. Oh, we've got it. Oh, that's a track nail. Remember I said in the earlier videos about bending them over so you can do the testing. Well, that's what happens if you don't bend them over enough. Got a couple of magnets I've put in there ready for uncoupling at a later stage to work the KD couplings. I'm coming back down through the yard this time, so see how well that works. And we've got a dead section there. Yeah, because I haven't put a paraffin in there. So I've got an isolated joint there, so I should put a paraffin in there, and then we're back onto track again there. There we go, that's the last of the wiring of the points all done now, and put it up through, goes into the terminal block on this side, comes out over here, supported by a few clips, and then runs along the top of the baseboard. This will be supported back up under here later on. There'll be a clip up under there, and then it will come out through the top where it will go into the panel. All the wires are colour coded, so I know exactly where I am, and I'll show you what I've done on the top of the board. You see that each point has a dedicated colour, so pink on that one, red on there for example, and then we've got an orange. I've had to put a seat point in there because I've run out of Pico. I happen to have a spare seat one. That's the purple wires coming off of that one. So let me show you what I've done on top. So on the top of the board, I've written beside each point what colour wires are connected, so that I can, when I'm doing the control panel, it's easier to see exactly where I am with each wire, and so on and so forth. Now this black one here, that's connected up across on the crossover to that black one there, so the two will work together. And the same is done with this yellow, is connected to the yellow at the end here to form the crossover, and again the two will work together. Right, just to conclude this video, you may hear a bit of noise. The reason is we're having a bit of a shed fest. So we've got five 66s all ticking over and making a bit of a row, to be fair. So there we go. So shed fest to conclude this video anyway. I turned them off. Basically, a bit too noisy having 5 ticking over at the same time. But what we've got is a Colas 66846, GBRF 66725, GBRF 66702, EWS 66040, and DB Cargo, which is 66117. So there we go. So that's the lineup of sheds that we've got. Sorry about that. That's the lineup of sheds that we've got ready for the layout, and we'll come back in the next video, and I think we're going to make a start on the fiddle yard next, and get that sorted out and laid. Thank you for watching. Cheers again now. Catch you soon. Bye.